Welcome to Austin for the start of a 3-game series between top 10 teams in the Southeastern Conference. Number 9, LSU, visiting number 3, Texas. The Longhorns were number 1 in the nation before dropping 2 of 3 to Tennessee. They fall a couple of spots while LSU.
It's a grind, this SEC lineup, and it doesn't get any easier, right? Texas goes off and plays OU next weekend, and I think this is the time that it gets really exciting. You're starting to watch teams. How are they going to manage these 3-game weekends? How are they in spot throughout the season so far?
1-2 pitch coming from Kavan. Got her looking.
It looked like a little bit of an off-speed in general. Her batting average, her home run numbers, everything's nearly doubled from last season.
Got her looking. 2 straight backwards Ks in the scorebook for Tegan Kavan.
I like Tegan Kavan in that AB. You saw her start.
Might not have very fond memories of her first weekend back in Texas, dropping 3 to Texas A&M. 3 straight strikeouts by Tegan Kavan after putting the loss. Maloney sends this one into the outfield. Leadoff single. And she increases her team lead in on base. To the right side of the infield, scooped up by Sierra Daniel and over to Tori Edwards. Maloney moves up. 4 for 8 on the weekend against Tennessee. Into left and on the track, Jaden Leno makes the grab. That had extra base hit written all over it, but Leno playing her position well. 3-1 the count with 2 out. Runner on second for Texas. Free pass issued to Atwood.
Not a bad move right there when you're looking at this lineup and you're just looking at who's anyone who possibly could beat you.
We couldn't find it. We heard it go over the stadium, but 4 Jets passing by in the blink of an eye. 1-2 to the third baseman, Danica Coffey, on to Tori Edwards. 2-2, nobody out as Leno leads off the second for LSU. To the second baseman, Bennett. Over to Mitchell for the first out.
Her and her husband, Nick. All 3 of their little girls.
Savannah Bedell into left field, fielded by Katie Stewart. 2 up and 2 down. The 0-1 pitch driven into center. Two-time All-American for Lake Creek, 2-time state champion on this field. Now 1 for 1 as a college.
Advantage, I think, of Kavan going right at instead of really kind of toying with that.
Daniel saw a big gap to the right side of the infield with Katie Bennett playing over and took full advantage.
I know.
Found the opening. Here's the 1-2 again. Mitchell fields it herself, tags the bag, and the Longhorns get out of the inning. Tigers leave a pair, members of the Southeastern Conference. Popped into shallow center, going out to get it, it's Daniel. Coach Mike White for Texas.
Yeah, I think what Mike White's been able to do here at Texas has just been absolutely incredible. Taken Texas to the postseason every year he's been here.
Katie Simmons into center field, just a little bit short of where Stewart put it this time. The players reset. Tapper to the third base side, and Coffey on to Edwards, and Sydney Berzon makes quick work of the Longhorns. Edge at 460. Danica Coffey as the Tigers return to the top of the batting order. Backhanded play by Leanne Good. No time to make a throw to get the leadoff hitter, and she is aboard. 2-1. Got her looking. Second time that's happened to Lassiter tonight. Bazaran facing a 3-2 count. To the third baseman, Mia Scott, all the way across the diamond for out number 2. It advances Coffey to second.
First baseman, number 4.
You have a gap in your swing.
Missing away and getting away from Atwood, allowing Coffey to move over to third. Payoff pitch on the way. To the first base side, had some English on it. Jolie Mitchell unable to handle it cleanly. Can't get to the bag, and Danica Coffey scores. LSU goes up 1-0.
There's a curveball away. Edwards just ahead of it, so you see it dancing around over there. Mitchell just not able to control the ball once she gets it. Tries to crawl in the moment she tries to crawl the ground, I think makes the ball come out of her hand.
UT challenge, and take a look right here. She'll crawl to the bag, lose the handle, and did she get it back in that right hand? And she looks like she had it.
The call on the field has been changed. The runner was
Wow.
out. This is Texas' first challenge.
Call reversed. It is an out. I thought perhaps that Mitchell trapped it with her hand. A 1-2 pitch to the second baseman, Daniel. Quick throw and a stretch by Edwards to get the first out.
It's a great play by Sarah Daniel in the way that she didn't waste any time.
Who has the Longhorns' only hit so far today. Won't pick up a second. 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah, and you got to think Sydney Berzon, hats off the way that she's been able to really.
Having to put up big numbers. Keeping UT scoreless, and a leaping catch by Avery Hodge to end the third. One win, one loss, and you're done. Jaden Leno lifts this one into left field. Katie Stewart comes on to make the catch.
Yeah, I know, right when you were talking about the new format for the tournament, I think it's a good play to only have one game because you don't want to beat yourselves up before going into postseason there. Katie Bennett there showing a misplay.
Adele standing at first. Ripped into the gap. It falls in front of Caden Henry. LSU has runners on second and third. Diving back into third, it's Bedell.
Almost the exact same location as the last time.
This will be the 12th pitch of the AB. Finally, got her swinging. Daniel battled and fought. But
and potentially there with Kavan is.
Kavan watches that one go over the glove of good. LSU scores 1 and 2. Tigers go up 2-0.
Leanne Good's glove perfectly located. Not a bad pitch right there. That's a screwball away. She just stays right on it, lift it just enough. And unfortunately for Katie Stewart, she double pumps out there. And that amount of time allows that McKee to score.
Great option.
I think it's a mental thing, right? It's not physical. They can make these plays, but we've just been seeing a little bit of errors that shouldn't be happening.
Diving to make the grab. It's good. She saw that last ball sail over her glove. In front of the Texas fans hanging over the fence there in left. To the shortstop, Hodge. And after driving in a couple of runs, makes a great grab with the glove. Was one of 2 Longhorns left stranded in that opening frame. Going over to get it, it's Daniel. Quick footwork to retire Atwood. Ripped off that incredible start to this season. Coach Tarina talking about it just became normal for her to produce shutouts. And that's what she's done so far against the Longhorns today. Tigers lead 2-0, 4 innings complete in Austin. Home run. This one will get to the base of the fence for Jayla Lassiter. A leadoff double for the Tigers.
Lassiter going after very first pitch of the inning. First righty to come up and get a hit, and she stays on this curveball away. I think that ball had good movement. I think it's where you want it to be, especially first pitch of an inning. First batter walk, but then it was 3 strikeouts in a row, and ever since then, I feel like you've watched them work a whole new game plan against Kavan.
Bazaran grounds out. It allows Lassiter to advance to third. Damn.
Dedication.
The opposite field. Bennett goes home with it. Sliding in safely is Lassiter. Tigers go up 3-0.
And there's that LSU speed again coming in different ways, and that is right off the bat. You know they're on a ground ball go. This is a ball to the right side. You get that extra bounce. There is no extra time that Bennett takes. That's just all the speed from Lassiter.
And with zero hesitation there from Lassiter, I was surprised to see. 1-2. That will be playable, but a tough grab there by Scott. Throw gets away. LSU. LSU after Jayla Lassiter scored on a Tori Edwards fielder's choice. To Bennett, over to Mitchell for out number 3. So Edwards left stranded at third, but the Tigers add one more.
Really get back to work to come out and face Texas.
To the third baseman, Coffey bounces one into Edwards, able to field it off the hop.
Right on cue, another ground ball there, and
2-2, lined in to left. Simmons is aboard with a 1-out single. Only the second of the night for UT. Coffey can't field it cleanly. Brister to second, good. Reaches on the error. 2-2 count to Quiroga. To the shortstop, Hodge, flipping it to Daniel, and she keeps it. No time to turn 2, so runners on the corners for Texas with 2 out. Back to the top of the order for Maloney. Into left, Leno making the catch as she drifts into foul territory, and Texas leaves a pair stranded. Still scoreless for UT in this one. Tigers. Everybody starting on Thursday this week for Easter weekend. Diving inability to get that one from Bennett. What's the call here?
I saw this last weekend, and LSU race runners are going to do it if the
Key heading down to second, taking down to first rather. Keep an eye on this right here.
Yeah, Mitchell's right there, and
she knocks Mitchell to the
I think what
dirt.
Coach White's arguing about is that it was a pretty aggressive run in. I mean, there's no play at second. The ball's right in front of you. You have nowhere to go. It's pretty abrasive. Can I see it here?
After further review, the call on the field will stand. However, this is a team warning for LSU.
So 1-2. Lined back up the middle, and LSU has a pair of runners aboard with nobody out, looking to increase their lead that currently sits at 3-0. It was on March 12th of last season. And to left for Stewart. comes on to make the grab. First out of the 6th.
Axe right there, not try to be too perfect.
First pitch swinging for Coffee, lifting it into left center. Stewart comes over to make the catch. At 133. Again into left, and Stewart has a chance to make all 3 outs in the 6th. Tigers get singles from their first 2 hitters of the inning. Balls put into play, and her fielders have taken care of her.
Yeah, just 2 hits. That's not, if you're LSU, how you want to start that inning, but if you're Texas, everyone knows you don't want to get that leadoff walk.
A fly out to left in the 1st and a line out to short in the 4th. 1-0 pitch lifted to center field. Lassiter going back, watching it sail out of the yard. The Longhorns pull within 1 as Mia Scott unleashes her 6th home run of the season.
Mia Scott shows you right there why she lives in that last inning, and someone who's going to step up big time for the Longhorns. This pitch way too good, right over the heart of the plate. Doesn't get too much of a breakdown.
1-1 pitch, grounded to the shortstop Hodge. Long throw, bounces it into Edwards. Great stab by the Tiger first baseman.
It's the second time Tori Edwards have had to make.
Mitchell is locked into center field. After getting knocked to the ground, Mitchell is back up, and the Longhorns have tied this one at 3.
Opportunity to get up this inning, especially with that leadoff walk, but again, it's the drop ball that's just not getting inside. There's still good movement down, but it's all over the heart of the plate, and both of those home runs, Mia Scott's, Jolie Mitchell's. Texas, 3rd time through, heart of the order, finally makes some adjustments.
Swing and a miss, and Berzon comes back with a vengeance to strike it. Brister took over for Bennett at second base in the field, and she'll reach first. No, they'll call that one foul. Eighth pitch, the at-bat coming up. Lazy fly ball to Leno. The Texas Longhorns produce home run.
Sitting in a good space, being right at the heart of their lineup.
Bazaran, Edwards, and Leno. Bazaran gets things started with a single for LSU. Two-one coming from Kavan to the shortstop. Good, a flip, and on to first. Can't complete the double play. Texas able to get the lead runner as Good delivers to Brister.
Bring it tight inside.
3-2 pitch to the first baseman. Mitchell tagging the bag, delivering to Good, but can't lay down the tag in time.
The throw definitely beats the runner. It's the tag. And I do feel like from that angle, it does feel like she slid there or not at that point. Oh, God. Oh, wow, that zoom.
Once they're able to enhance the picture.
After further review, the call at second base has been upheld. The runner was safe. This is Texas' second challenge.
7 runs batted in. Right back to the pitcher. Kavan makes the play. Edwards is left stranded in scoring position, and the Longhorns have an opportunity to walk it. Bergeron on the circle through 6 innings of work. Giving up 4 hits, those 3 runs coming in the 6th. Good first up for Texas, and she It's the 0-2 to Hodge at short, quick throw, and can't put it in Edwards' glove. Third, and fouled out to the left fielder in the 5th. To the center fielder, Lassiter, 2 down. Sydney Berzon in the 6th, putting up all 3 runs they have today. Edwards knocks it down but can't pick it back up. Longhorns have runners on first and second with 2 out. 3-1 pitch from Berzon. Puts her aboard. Texas all-time leader in RBI adds to that total 4 more. And the Longhorns win in a walk-off.
You can't write it any better, and I feel like you watch this come for Reese Atwood. This is the first pitch that she saw. It's supposed to be a drop ball inside. It hung up a little bit too much. She was sitting, drop ball in. I mean, she knew it the moment it came off the bat, and Reese had not gotten a hit all game. She was 0 for 2, coming into that at bat, and I mean, launched it off the grad building back there in left field.
The eyes of Texas are upon Reese Atwood. A grand slam walk-off